You fuck with me, so it's gonna be different. It's gonna be different for you.
I ain't scared of shit, and you gonna find that out. I walked you down when you supposed to be the bigger man, and it's gonna be different from you as well.
You
Since
mentioned one elite fighter, just one.
When I stump a mud hole in your asses, you're gonna be a nobody. You're gonna be just like everybody else. Watch. Every last one of them stump a mud hole in their ass, and he gonna be next. Watch.
And there is the current back and forth between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Bud Crawford. And my counterpunch to that is this is pretty much the aggressive continuation of what they had at the rooftop interview with Shaq, and all those guys were there. And I think this was more of a lit, aggressive, exciting back and forth conversation, press conference, build up. And it was because of that, I feel that I think Terence Crawford won this, because I think Terence is a guy that always has to prove himself. And, for the record, for what it's worth, I'm glad he is the underdog. I'm glad that a lot of people that thinks he will lose, says he will lose, believes he will lose, because that's more of an incentive for him to do exactly what he's done before. And all those other times that he stepped into the ring where people thought he was either too small or not big enough or didn't punch hard enough or just wasn't and didn't belong in the weight class, because all of that was said about Terence Crawford. Hell, he's too dark-skinned to be marketable. I've heard that, people. Crazy as that sounds, we've heard that shit before. And I think it's a good thing, because what keeps a person sharp, focused, on the edge, where he needs to be, are doubters, adversity. And the doubters and adversity gives you more of a challenge, because it makes you hungrier. It keeps you fresher. It keeps you more in tune on what you need to do, because once again, everybody is against you. Terence Crawford said, you know what, when I stomp a mud hole in their ass, they're going to say something different. And you know something? I believe that shit. You know what people will say with Terence Crawford? And I'm going to tell you right now, once it happens. When Terence Crawford finds a way to pull it off, like Errol Spence says, people are going to say Canelo Alvarez skipped a step, and then they're going to use other previous fights before that to try to back up their claims. That's all that shit's going to happen. Watch what I tell you. When he beats Canelo Alvarez, they're going to look at the William Skull fight. Then they're going to look at the Edgar Berlanga fight. Then they're going to look at the Jaime Munguia fight. Then they're going to look at the John Ryder fight. They're going to start looking at these fights. Well, he was declining the whole time. So, Terence Crawford, came in and fought him at the right time, because if he would have fought him back in 2021, Canelo Alvarez would have beat him. Well, yeah, probably. But the only problem is this is not 2021. This is 4 years later. And for the record, where the hell was Terence Crawford? He was at 147, still trying to get his opportunity to fight for Undisputed, because people were blocking him out to show that he's the best in the division, when no one gave him a chance to show he was the best in the division. Okay, so that's what we're dealing with right here, people. And I like the tenacity of Terence Crawford, because he knows mentally he has to do the same thing that he's always done. I believe this. Once you start siding with a person, they give less of an edge, or they stop really being as hungry, because they feel that the masses believe that they already are winners. And if you're already a winner, you don't have to try hard to be a winner. You don't have to challenge. You don't have to train. You don't have to, you know what I mean? Because you get comfortable mentally, because everybody is unarming you, okay? They're unarming you. So they're making you, in essence, light in the ass, less prepared, too soft. Those type of things happen to people that are favored. And then what happens? They get the ass whooped, i.e. AJ, i.e. Tyson Fury, i.e. a lot of fighters. They go in there, Errol Spence too, they go in there feeling that I'm the best, I'm bigger, I'm better, I belong here. And guess what? There is no way that this dude's going to beat me. And that dude comes right along being doubted, telling him everything that he's not going to do. He does exactly what people think he can't do. That's what I like about this Terence Crawford issue and situation concerning Canelo Alvarez. You guys tell me what you think about this back and forth. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!